Hey there, sleep-deprived parents. I know exactly how tough those first few months with a newborn can be, the constant crying, the sleepless nights. It can feel like you're living in a fog, but I want to assure you, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You see, many new parents don't realize that babies are going through a huge adjustment in those first few months after birth. I call it the fourth trimester. Imagine spending 9 months in a cozy, warm, constantly moving womb, and then suddenly, bam, you're thrust into a bright, quiet, and still world. It's no wonder babies cry. They're just trying to communicate that they miss their old home. But what if I told you there's a way to recreate that womb-like environment and soothe your baby back to calmness? That's where my 5 S's method comes in. It's like a magic code to unlock your baby's calming reflex and bring back those precious moments of peace. Let's face it, those first few months after your little one arrives can feel like a whirlwind of emotions. You're over the moon with love, but also completely exhausted from the constant care a newborn demands. And if we're being honest, the crying, it can be utterly overwhelming. But before you start doubting your parenting skills, let me reassure you. Crying is completely normal. In fact, it's your baby's primary way of communicating. They can't yet tell you they're hungry, tired, or need a diaper change, so they rely on their powerful cry to get your attention. Now here's where the concept of the fourth trimester comes in. Imagine spending 9 blissful months, nestled in the warm, cozy, and constantly moving environment of the womb. It's like a 24/7 spa treatment. Then, suddenly, your baby is thrust into this bright, cold, and relatively still world. Talk about a shock to the system. It's no wonder babies often seem fussiest during this period. They're simply trying to adjust to life outside the womb. Think about it. Inside, they were constantly snuggled, held, rocked, and surrounded by muffled sounds. That's their comfort zone. So, the key to calming a crying baby lies in understanding their perspective. They're not trying to manipulate you or be difficult. They're simply craving the familiar sensations they experienced for months in the womb. And that's where my 5 S's come in. These 5 simple yet incredibly effective techniques work by tapping into your baby's innate calming reflex, essentially hitting the reset button and transporting them back to that peaceful womb-like state. Okay, parents, are you ready to unlock the secret code to calming your crying baby? It's simpler than you might think, and it can make a world of difference for both you and your little one. Let's dive into the 5 S's, your ultimate toolkit for soothing your little one and reclaiming those precious moments of peace. These techniques are tried and true and have been helping parents for generations. Remember that snug, secure feeling your baby loved in the womb? That sense of being tightly held and protected? Swaddling recreates that sensation by wrapping your baby snugly in a light blanket. This technique can be a game changer, especially during those fussy evenings. This not only keeps their little limbs from flailing, which can trigger the Moro reflex and startle them awake, but also provides a sense of warmth and security. It's like giving them a gentle hug that lasts. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't back sleeping safest? Yes, it absolutely is for sleep. You're absolutely right. But when it comes to soothing a crying baby, holding them on their side or stomach can work wonders. This position can help relieve gas and provide comfort. Remember, we're talking about calming, not sleeping. Always place your baby on their back for safe sleep. Safety first, always. Believe it or not, the world inside the womb is actually quite noisy. It's filled with a symphony of sounds. The sound of your heartbeat, blood flow, and even your digestion provided a constant whooshing sound. This is why babies often find comfort in rhythmic noises. That's why shushing or white noise can be so effective in calming a fussy baby. It mimics those familiar sounds and creates a soothing environment. It mimics those familiar sounds and helps to block out other noises that might startle them. This can be especially helpful during nap times or in noisy environments. Remember that constant rocking and swaying your baby experienced in the womb? That gentle motion was a constant companion. Well, gentle swinging or rocking motions can work wonders in calming a crying baby. This movement can be incredibly soothing and help them feel secure. It satisfies their need for movement and helps to lull them into a peaceful state. It's like a dance that brings tranquility. Sucking is a natural reflex for babies, and it provides immense comfort and satisfaction. It's one of their earliest instincts. Whether it's a pacifier, their thumb, or breastfeeding, sucking helps to soothe and relax your little one. It's a simple, yet powerful tool. Now the beauty of the 5 S's is that they work best when used together. Each technique complements the others, creating a harmonious effect. By combining these techniques, you're creating a powerful symphony of calming sensations that tap into your baby's innate calming reflex. It's like conducting an orchestra of peace and comfort for your little one. Mastering the 5S's tips for success. Congratulations, parents! You've now unlocked the secrets of the 5S's. But like any good magic trick, it takes a little practice to truly master these techniques. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Don't worry, I'm here to guide you with some expert tips for success. These tips will help you navigate the initial challenges and make the process smoother. First things first, before you even attempt the 5S's, make sure your baby's basic needs are met. This is the foundation for any soothing technique. A hungry, wet, or uncomfortable baby is unlikely to be soothed by any technique. Addressing these needs first can make a world of difference. So, ensure your little one is fed, burped, and has a clean diaper. This simple step can often prevent a lot of fussiness. Now let's talk about combining the 5S's for maximum effectiveness. Each technique complements the others, creating a powerful, soothing effect. Remember, these techniques work synergistically, meaning they're even more powerful when used together. The combined effect can be incredibly calming for your baby. Start by swaddling your baby snugly, ensuring they feel secure and warm. Then hold them on their side or stomach while providing rhythmic shushing sounds. This mimics the sounds they heard in the womb. Add in some gentle swinging or rocking motions, which can be very soothing and help them relax. And if needed, offer a pacifier. Sucking is a natural reflex that can help calm your baby. Patience, my friends, is key. It might take a few tries for your baby to respond to the 5S's, so don't rush the process. It might take a few tries for your baby to respond to the 5S's, especially if they're already very worked up. Don't get discouraged. Persistence is important, especially if they're already very worked up. Don't get discouraged. Keep practicing and remember that every baby is different. Keep practicing and remember that every baby is different. What works wonders for one might not have the same effect on another. What works wonders for one might not have the same effect on another. Be patient and flexible in your approach. Speaking of individual preferences, pay attention to your baby's cues. They will guide you in understanding what they need. Some babies might prefer a tighter swaddle, feeling more secure and comforted, while others might find it too restricting. Adjust the swaddle to find the right balance for your baby. Some might respond best to vigorous shushing, which can be very effective in calming them down, while others might prefer a gentler approach. Tailor your shushing to what your baby finds most soothing. Don't be afraid to experiment and adjust the techniques to suit your baby's unique personality and preferences. Flexibility is key. The more you practice, the better you'll become at reading your baby's signals. This will help you respond more effectively and finding the perfect combination of 5S's to soothe them. Each baby is unique, and finding what works best for yours is a journey. And remember, even if your baby doesn't immediately stop crying, don't despair. It's a process, and sometimes it takes time. The 5S's are not a magic off switch for crying. They're tools to help soothe and calm your baby, but sometimes they just need to cry it out a bit. They're tools to help soothe and calm your baby, but sometimes they just need to cry it out a bit. This is normal and part of their development. But sometimes they just need to cry it out a bit. The most important thing is to remain calm and patient. The most important thing is to remain calm and patient. Your baby can sense your energy, so staying calm helps them feel secure. Your baby can sense your energy, so if you're feeling stressed or frustrated, they'll pick up on it. Positive energy can be very reassuring for them. So if you're feeling stressed or frustrated, they'll pick up on it. Take deep breaths, remind yourself that this is a phase, and it will pass. Take deep breaths, remind yourself that this is a phase, and trust in your ability to comfort your little one. Confidence in your approach can make a big difference, and trust in your ability to comfort your little one. With time and practice, you'll become more adept at soothing your baby and understanding their needs. Real parent reviews, the 5S's really work. Now, you don't have to just take my word for it. Over the years, I've received countless testimonials from parents just like you who have experienced the incredible calming power of the 5S's firsthand. These parents have shared their stories, expressing their gratitude and relief at finding a solution that truly works. Parents often tell me that the 5S's were a game changer in those early months. They rave about how these simple techniques help to reduce their baby's crying, sometimes dramatically. It's amazing to hear how something so straightforward can have such a profound impact on both the baby and the parents. Imagine those marathon crying sessions transforming into shorter, more manageable episodes. That's the power of the 5S's. Parents have described it as a miracle, turning what seemed like endless nights into peaceful, restful ones. But it's not just about less crying. Parents also report that the 5S's help their babies to sleep longer stretches, both at night and during naps. This means more rest for everyone in the household, which is invaluable during those early months, and who doesn't love a well-rested baby, and parents for that matter. A baby who sleeps well is generally happier and more content during their waking hours, making daily routines smoother and more enjoyable. Imagine finally getting a chance to catch up on some much-needed sleep, knowing that your little one is peacefully slumbering thanks to the calming magic of the 5S's. It's a game changer for the entire family. Many parents have shared that the 5S's not only brought peace and quiet back into their homes, but also boosted their confidence as parents. They feel more equipped to handle the challenges of parenthood, knowing they have effective tools at their disposal. The feeling of helplessness that often accompanies a crying baby can be overwhelming, but the 5S's empower parents with the tools and knowledge to effectively soothe their little ones. This empowerment can make a world of difference in the overall parenting experience. Knowing that you have a toolkit of proven techniques at your disposal can make all the difference in those challenging moments. It's like having a trusted guide to navigate the often turbulent waters of early parenthood. It's like having a secret weapon against crying and a passport to a calmer, more peaceful household. The 5S's can transform your home environment, making it a sanctuary of calm and joy. So, if you're feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and at your wit's end with a crying baby, take heart. The 5S's can be your lifeline, offering a path to a more serene and joyful parenting journey. Sweet dreams are made of this. Remember, those first few months are a period of immense adjustment for both you and your baby. Be patient, be kind to yourself, and don't hesitate to seek support when you need it. The 5S's are like a warm hug for your baby, reminding them of the comfort and security they felt in the womb. It's a powerful way to tap into their natural calming reflexes and bring back those blissful moments of peace and quiet. So go ahead and give the 5S's a try. You might be surprised at just how effective they can be, and when you finally get that first glorious stretch of uninterrupted sleep, you can thank me later.